Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the No More Heroes 3 Championship Run. We're going to be continuing our journey for fighting all the bosses on Death Difficulty. Death Difficulty, for those of you guys that don't know, is basically all the bosses in No More Heroes 3. When you fight them in the Time Machine, you can fight against all the bosses on Death, which essentially gives them the same stats that they have on Carolina Reaper Difficulty, which is the highest difficulty, but with the added twist of you dying in one hit to most attacks in the entire roster. The only exception is going to be Kimmy Love, who we're going to be focusing on today. Kimmy Love is the kind of fight where there's a lot of like hazard damage being thrown at you from all sides. Expecting you to not get hit by any of that is super unreasonable. And it's much more unavoidable to a greater extent than even like with the Midori fight, because with Midorikawa, there's hazards, but they take like a third of your HP, but with Kimmy, it does relatively the exact same amount of damage on any difficulty. So you will lose your Mustang rush or your Mustang dodge, because you need to be at full HP for that one. Even if like you don't see your HP dropping, you actually get like a small number that's just shy of maximum. You're not going to get the Mustang dash or the Mustang dodge. So other than that though, Kimmy is a very intimidating fight at first because there's a lot to keep track of and there's so many details to her abilities that like there's a lot of stuff going on, and being able to focus it down, you'll find that this is a recurring thing with the boss fights, is that as long as you're able to make use of your Death Glove skills, then you won't give them much of a chance to attack. The thing about Kimmy, though, is that she does have a tendency to go invincible at random times, specifically so she can disappear and you gotta dodge the stage hazards, but, you know, those are very easy to dodge, and I'll get that in today's video as well. Oh yeah, for the gear setup that I have currently, it is just going to be the typical Great Chip EX. The Great Chip EX increases the damage that Travis takes by 10%, but the trade-off is that his attack power will go up by 15% each. This is a perfect trade-off because you don't care about taking extra damage at all in that difficulty since you die in one hit, and it's just a great way to learn. Not getting hit goes a long way for helping you appreciate the game's combat system. I also mentioned in a previous video, but there is the Z chip, which lowers the cooldowns of all of your death skills to 0. Kimmy is one boss that does not have a drop that is required for building that chip. So if you want, you can actually wait. If you really don't want to deal with the mechanics of Kimmy's fight, and you don't want to learn them, that's okay. Just finish building the Z chip with all the other bosses that we have fought thus far. But other than that, though, if you enjoy a good challenge, then yeah, let's go for Kimmy. Do you know what? If I die, I'm gonna keep them in. So yeah, we're gonna get the video super long if it's bad. But there's a lot to keep track of with the Kimmy fight. This is also going to be a fairly long encounter as well, like clocking in on average like 3.5 or 4 minutes. But for the most part, though, when it comes to like her beam katana attacks, you just want to dodge the hella sweet attack. Dodge that while backing away from her, and you should be able to get the perfect dodge right off the bat. But if you mistime the dodge, you'll get hit and you'll die. If you get hit because it's unblockable, you will die. So don't even try blocking that either. Started off with the Death Force into a Death Kick. You know the drill. Great way to start any fight, really. 2 of these blast attacks is going to be more than enough to trigger this. And she's going to disappear and re-emerge with the pyrotechnics. Avoid the pyrotechnics because even though they don't do that much damage, taking some damage is going to prevent you from getting the Mustang dodge. Okay, what are you going to do? Keep an eye out for the pyrotechnics if they're coming towards you. Come on, do something. There we go. Good damage. Because she's a beam katana user, what's going to happen is if she blocks your attacks, then you can just go for a death throw, no problem. Okay, now there's going to be stuffed animals shooting lasers at you. This is all pretty normal stuff for a Suda game. All you want to do is just go around the front of the stage and then under these guys here. And for the most part, the trajectory of that laser beam that is homing in on you should not be able to reach you. Again, if you get hit, try not to get hit because you want to hold on to that Mustang. Oh yeah, when she emerges again, she's going to shoot a laser beam at you. You can just easily jump over it. Or if you position yourself accordingly... Oh no. If you position yourself accordingly, then you can do a straight up jump attack early on. This part sucks. This is the really tricky part, but thankfully she also gets hit by the hazards as well, so you can stall out for time if you wish. Here we go. Getting as much hits as we can. The tricky thing is, too, if you get hit by the lasers while blocking her attacks, you might still get hit. Oh no, here comes the lasers. Get away! Get away, Travis! Oh, it's like Resident Evil 4! It's Leon dodging the lasers. Okay. Oh no. Oh, pyrotechnics. Okay, you gotta run to the opposite ends when you see this happening. But again, because she also actively avoids the hazards as well, just throw her to wherever it is that the flames began. Okay. We're taking some chip damage, but it's not super necessary to dodge all of it. This is the final time she is going to disappear, which is going to trigger all the pyrotechnics. If you stay near the stuffed animals, then you're going to avoid the vast majority of the damage, but keep your eyes on the pits where she might emerge out of. Because one, you can set up an attack, but also you just want to avoid getting hit in general by the attack that she brings out. I'm doing terribly at dodging all the attacks as I'm explaining this, but it's the least important thing in the world. Not nearly as important as ensuring that you get her in the corner. Two heavy attacks. Followed by this. No! Oh, I messed it up at the last second! I thought I got it. I was so sure. Okay. Here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna cut to the one that actually succeeded. Oh, that was right at the end. I thought I got it, but I think I was too reluctant because I think subconsciously I thought there were lasers behind me and I didn't want to walk into them. Am I gonna keep the filter on? Oh, this is a great visual glitch. So basically, eventually in this fight, there's going to be a drone that kind of takes its own feed and it messes up the camera. And I died just as it was activating, so I guess we're going live. I'll try it live this time. Okay, this is awesome. This is amazing. This is such a great glitch. We're gonna keep this in the video. Okay, so again, phase starts off like normal. This isn't a particularly difficult fight, or it's not as difficult as it is annoying. I have a full green mode, but I don't like using it for these videos. But if you guys get a full green mode, by all means. Okay, there's nothing I could do there. Just push her into the corner. If it's in the middle of the stage, it's a lot easier to do something. Oh, but you're kidding me, the pyrotechnics. And I'm gonna lose alive, no! Okay, we're gonna cut to the successful one now, so I'll see you guys there. Oh, the agony. Do we get a foo power up? Nah. Alright, see you there. Like, it is nice to leave in some of the scuff runs, but I did mention earlier that this is one of those cases where she's not a terribly difficult boss, it's just that there's so much to keep track of. And it's more annoying than difficult, I would say. Because, yeah, there'll be times where, like, the pyrotechnics are interrupting you when you don't even realize it. You gotta keep track of so many different things, and that lends to the challenge. But the fight of Kimmy herself, like, the character herself, isn't all that difficult. The best thing to do is to throw her towards the stuffed animals, because the pyrotechnics do not reach this far. This is generally the best place to go about it. Dodge cancel and bully, you know how it is, how we do. Okay, what can I do? Let her come to us. Oh no! I thought I could get her into the wall, but I failed. Here we go. And no luck with the slots. That's unfortunate. Alright, time for the laser stuffed animals. Bring it on. This actually reminds me a little bit of the first level of Killer is Dead, where you're in like this Alice in Wonderland nightmare world in that game. There were no stuffed animals with laser beams, but there was a lot of other creepy stuff that happened, and that's just the way I like it. Okay, get ready. I don't feel like risking the dodge. If you don't feel like risking the dodge, then don't. Like, because, again, she's always constantly trying to avoid the hazards herself. So you can use this as an opportunity to just avoid and stall for your cooldowns to come back. She leaves herself wide open at the beginning. Go. Oh man. That hit, all those hits. I'm so glad that you don't have to, like, do a perfect run to beat her on death difficulty. Because that is, like, again, this is, like, levels of chaotic even beyond, like, Midori. So, just as a reminder, the moment this phase begins, just run around and try to stick to the stuffed animals as best you can. If you get hit, whatever, it happens. And you don't lose all that much ecstasy gauge as well. The third stage is where things get really hairy, but we'll get there when we get there. Gotta time it properly. If you do it too early, there's gonna be a problem. Because you're gonna get hit by that attack that she does when she pops out. Okay, here's the deal. Immediately prioritize getting the camera. There we go. Come on, give me that death force. Oh, another drone's coming in. I do not like the look of that. Oh man, avoid her as best you can. Oh no, no, no. Oh, she's after me! Oh, oh, she's right behind me. It's so scary. I can finish this off. Just stay calm. And this should be enough to finish. There we go. Okay, we got it. That actually didn't take as many tries as I thought it was going to. This is a very, very tricky fight, and it's one of those fights, too, where if it goes on for such a long time, you really have to make sure you're not making too many stupid mistakes. Like, I know that a previous run, I think it took me like 3 tries for this recording session. No. Was it 3? Yeah, I think this was the 3rd try, but I know that the second fail attempt, which I probably didn't show to you guys, is like, I did a really stupid mistake of trying to go for a blast attack too late. Like, I hesitated, and then decided that I'm going to commit to it, but I did it too late, so she ended up attacking me. But yeah, like I said, you don't have to fight against this boss on to get the material, to get the Z-chip, but, do you know what? For fun, let's fight her again with the Z-chip, to give you guys a taste of what's to come. This is, I might as well, yeah. Because like I said, you don't have to, but if you find yourself in a position where you don't want to go through the ordeal of learning the fight, you can literally just skip this fight and go straight for the Z-chip. So, get rid of one great chip. We also got an 80 chip, which you do need to beat Kimmy and get her special material in order to get the 80 chip, which gives you infinite battery. But let's try it out. And we're going to redeem ourselves from all those losses that we did. Honestly, if this fight was a bit tougher, this would have been like the No More Heroes 3 equivalents of Shinobu from the first game. Because I know with that particular fight, that one's like the first like wall where you really have to get all your stuff down beyond the ball. But this particular game, it's relatively easy, except until you get to death difficulty where all the craziness starts to happen. Oh no. I could see this going so badly. I actually don't really like using the Z chip all that much. Like, I like using the Great chip because I feel that recharging is part and parcel, like battery management is part and parcel with the mechanics of this game. I like being able to, like, optimize damage combos in a way where, you know, I like being able to optimize damage combos where, like, I would be like, okay, I'm gonna use this much energy, and then this energy is going to be recharged by the time I get the stun ready. Like, a lot of stuff. This is just a really fun, like, bragging rights bonus, essentially. See, we're gonna keep her down. Alright, here we go. Just in time for the slow to come back. Oh, we got ourselves a throw crazy started. Here we go. Oh no, she escaped. That's okay. I actually have tried many, many times to just lock her down the corner for as long as I can. You know what? Since we're here for that, let's try it. Let's actually try. The thing with the Z-chip, though, it's so broken because with the Death Force, it's actually a lot better than you'd initially believe, because while it doesn't knock people down, but it prevents them from blocking. It prevents enemies from blocking, and then you can set them up for a death kick, as you saw there. It does damage. Very, very fast cooldown, even without the Z-chip. Oh no, she got back up. You know what to do. Here we go. Got the throw. You know what? We actually don't care about the drone, so we're gonna enjoy this view. This particular fight actually reminds me a little bit of Harvey Mozaiewicz Volodarsky from the first game, with like how in the final phase it creates a camera that just messes you up. Oh, oh, oh! I ran into it and I dodged into it too. Okay, gotta be careful. Actually, yeah, maybe I should go for the drone. Because if she pops up and I can't see the attack coming in from off screen, then that's gonna be insta death for me. But yeah, it's very similar to the Harvey fight in that, yeah, the camera messes you up, takes place on a big fancy stage. Alright, this is where it ends for you, Kimmy. Thanks for joining the third game. Oh no, she's blocking. Alright, see ya. Yeah, it's cheap. But like I said, like, you could literally just take advantage of that and completely forgo the mechanics, and as I was saying before I stopped my train of thought with the Death Force, is that you can avoid a lot of the mechanics of the fight simply because of how it interrupts them, no questions asked. And that's what I like about it so much. But yeah, that was the Kimmy fight, a really fun follow-up to the boss from No More Heroes 2. Kind of a sad one in terms of how the story works, but yeah, getting to see her come back for this game was a lot of fun, and a bit of an annoying fight, but I think the setting and the tone of it perfectly fits her. Also, that freestyle rap is something else, so I recommend people looking into that if you haven't played the game. Go into that blind. Oh boy. Ah, we got ourselves a pink as well. But yeah, thank you guys very, very much for watching this Kimmy fight. I hope you guys enjoyed what you have seen. This is a pretty enjoyable fight. And I will see you guys next time for the final boss. We're going to fight against the final boss on death difficulty, similarly to what we did today, where we're fighting against the final boss like once without the Z chip, and then a second time with the Z chip, since like again, like that boss isn't a requirement for building the Z chip. So I hope to see you guys then. Take care, everyone.